Taken from a report dated 14th of March 2019 to the Black Lake Homicide Chief. Our investigation efforts have made it clear that the 4 mutilated bodies discovered last night in the cellar of one of the buildings belonged to unemployed vagrants. This means that our original theory about a gang war has not been borne out. We are no longer questioning gang members. Taken from a report dated 17th of March 2019 to the Black Lake Prosecutor. Identification of the remains discovered in the city park is still not complete. From a letter dated 19th of March 2019 from the Black Lake Chief Prosecutor to the Investigations Department. In connection with the recent discovery of 3 more bodies in different parts of the city, I'm suggesting that we link them with the previous murders and start thinking in terms of a serial killer. I strongly advise that we refrain from commenting to the press. Taken from a secret report dated 4th of April 2019 by an employee of the Federal Security Service. The elusive killer's body count has reached 78. Residents of Black Lake are fleeing the town en masse. The investigation has reached a dead end. This calls for extraordinary measures. Taken from newspaper headlines from the year 2019. Troops cordon off town. State of emergency declared in Black Lake. People evacuated to special quarantine centers. Killings continue.
Got out of this bag, but how did I ever get in there? I don't need this cellophane shit even for free. I'm not going in there anymore. Why have doors like that here? I've seen too many horror flicks. And now I've really got to rack my brains. Let me out of here! Hey, somebody! Ugh, they won't open. I guess they weren't designed to be opened manually. Looks like the doors don't open. What a surprise. There's a very faint wisp of smoke coming from the bottom of the panel. I guess I won't be able to do anything about this panel with my hands. And my head's not that great when it comes to this either. The slit between the panel and box is too narrow for my fingers. On the other hand, I know for sure I was never a pianist. The electricity should be coming through this cable. They got lost somewhere on the way. Looks like I'm one tough guy. Must have been a walrus once. Hey, it's cold in here. The refrigerator is doing its job. I don't know which to believe. My eyes, which tell me the refrigerator is on, or everything else, which doesn't feel a drop of cold. You know, it makes it hard doing it with your hands. It's pushed too close to the wall. I can't get a grip. No juice. Someone wrecked it. Dimwits. Either they're making noiseless refrigerators these days, or else my ears got a little frostbite in that crypt. My hands are gonna freeze. What am I gonna do? Obviously, turning the head around didn't do him much good. Still, they have a decent pathologist working here. Or could he just not get it off? The sutures could come apart, and they won't heal up later. You can't get it off. Miser skimped on the sides. Still, they have a you can't get it off. The miser skimped on the sides. Still, they have a decent pathologist. Or there's some kind of hospital worker bagged up here. Cause of death, it's gonna say leather pants. An aerial tattoo. I guess the chain was a little too tight. Not my style, to put it mildly. Can't get a pulse. Did you pray that night, Desdemona? There's some dude in the bag. I've heard your fingernails keep growing after you die, but there isn't anyone to paint them for. Ah, great tits. Needed some silicone, though. This refrigerator kept her in a great state of preservation. You'd think she was Sleeping Beauty, if her mouth weren't sewn shut. Just come back to life for half an hour. What if I get a wife? She might not let me in the house with this. Just what I thought. A little early for a natural death. She must have oversalted her husband's soup. Now just as a wrist expander. Fine, but just in the forehead. And you know, she's very young. Doesn't look like the local patients were short of shots. That means the pathologist was saving himself. But from what? Or who? And judging from the needle, he was way too nervous during the last injection. First of all, it's a worthless piece of shit. And secondly, I've been scared of needles since I was a kid. I'm not sure it's heroin. Otherwise, I'd shoot it up. Maybe then I wouldn't feel so fucking bad. The local pathologist must have had plenty of leisure time if he could spend it on these amateur experiments. I hope he didn't discover some nasty secret that I'm gonna come crashing into soon. I can't see shit. You probably have to switch something on. I'll take it and do some research in my free time. Some doc with medical training could use this device to diagnose all sorts of diseases in a rich patient's blood. The rest of the idiots use it to hammer nails. When I look there, I still can't tell brain tissue from shit. What's all the flash for? Just use it the way you're supposed to. Can't make this out. Would it have been simpler to hang up a no smoking sign? Would it have been simpler to hang up a no smoking sign? I'll cut both my hands. I'll cut both my hands. Use it to dismember burnt stiffs. If the cleaning lady finds me here, I'm toast. It feels funny with him hanging in the closet. Yoga is definitely not my kind of hobby. I'm gonna take this big piece. It may come in handy. Now the hatchet's been dug up. I like stuff like this. Simplicity and universality. The shard's got very sharp edges. I'll chop it up. Oh, you know. I'll slit my wrists a little later. when I'm completely up shit creek. No point glazing that. No point glazing that. Well, I'm obviously no intellectual. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? And which one of them should I be betting on? I can't make this out. Label on container. Left ventricle defect. Looks like they snatched the stomach already. And I'm too fucking heartwarming as it is. This is a mockery of Danko's fair image. I wonder whether this brain's donor regrets his action now. So, is this gonna make me a genius? I guess it's like Chinese water torture on their brains. Look into those eyes. This isn't going to make me see any farther. You aren't gonna scare him by making a goat sign with your fingers. Screw you guys. There's a whole bar here. Did that sleazoid really bring broads in here? Ugh. Must be a waterbed hidden in here somewhere. A romantic setting. Could I take it and use it somewhere a little cozier? Oh, no. Nothing ever comes of a situation like that. A lot of sweat for nothing. I guess the pathologist kept it on hand for New Year's, for his closest friends. As long as I'm walking around, it's gonna get shaken and bubbly. After that, there's no point opening it. Wasn't good for much but heartburn. 2 shots and you can do artificial respiration on some babe. Alive. Only alive. That's not likely to be an issue for me. These sluts don't sniff around too hard. I'm not planning to kiss anybody here. Obviously, sterilization comes first in a morgue, too. If I take it, sooner or later I'm gonna give in. We can't unwind right now. The Reanimation Section's Workers Collective congratulates their colleague M.A. Katzman on his anniversary and promises to keep him in work. Alas, poor Yorick. All kinds of nonsense comes to mind. It's a long way to Halloween, for sure. To be or not to be, that is the question. Where's this from? You have to be pretty tired of life to get aesthetic pleasure out of this. Don't get the collection's owner mad at you. I'd rather my ears stay on my head. It's an honor, of course, but my ears aren't for a collection. I wish I could find Katzman and add to the herbarium. The photo came off the door easily. There's writing on the back. Security got me. Don't forget, my emergency password is 654321. Fragile for such a rough job. I can't make this out. Better leave that device alone. It's jinxed. No point glazing. No point glazing that. Steel that thick is too much for it. Rough. Very rough. Rough. Breaking things is my favorite occupation. Our weak link. The fuse manufacturers must really be husbanding their resources. And here we have our weak link. The fuse manufacturers must really... This one's already done everything it was supposed to. We don't need it anymore. I'm throwing it out. I wonder how many fuses these wires have seen. My charred ass isn't going to do anyone much good. I'm trying to wiggle out of this. I'm not going to be a wuss. I've got to fight. I wonder how many fuses these wires have seen in their day. I can't make this out. I can't make this out. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? It's a clever idea, damn it. Either I get fried right away, or else I stay here and rot, having lost my last chance to open the doors. No point glazing that. You can't get it off. The miser skimped on the... I can't make this out. No point glazing that. An axe doesn't chop a head off twice. I must have been a butcher in a past life. That probably wasn't quite ethical of me. But, on the other hand, how have other people treated me? Ring's on pretty tight. I can't get it off. You can't go putting people's fingers just anywhere. You can't go putting people's fingers just anywhere. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? You can't go putting people's fingers just anywhere. No point glazing that. I need an amputation manual. I hope I'm not Jack the Ripper. I should have executioner's robes. These aren't a couple of coconuts. What is this? Plastic surgery training? You can't go putting people's fingers just anywhere. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? You can't go putting people, you can't go putting people's fingers just anywhere. No point blazing that. No point blazing that. I can't make this out. A couple of blows and we'll have that cable cut right to the core. Looks like I'm one. I don't know which to believe. My eyes, which tell me the wire's covered by thick insulation. No electricity is going to get through. Copper makes my teeth ache. That doesn't fit here. That doesn't fit here. You could chop off somebody's foreskin with this, but not a wire. That doesn't fit here. Now all the insulation's off the wire ends. We just need something to complete the circuit. It's not going to work here. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Well, that's a lot more reliable than those delicate fuses. That's about it. I've had it. I'm not exactly an electrician. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? It's a clever idea, damn it. Either I get fried right away, or else I stay here and rot. Haven't lost my last chance to open the doors. Katzman's a freeloader. Yeah, it's hard not to agree. There's no one like that at work. Why should I erase this? I'm not Katzman. Most likely. Register at the morgue. That's original. So this is who gives out Kingdom of the Dead visas. You can imagine someone sitting here and waiting for Katzman to shout, "Next!" I don't much feel like sitting here. Because of this all-seeing eye, not a single living soul can get through the door unnoticed. Though, where does it start? Someone here had a pretty good time. Hey, if anybody can see or hear me, get me out of here! I'll get caught, and then they're gonna lecture me that stealing is bad. Pretty high up, and I'm too lazy to drag in a stepladder. Get rid of this obstruction and go up the stairs? Nah, I'd better take the elevator. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? That stepladder spinning from side to side is getting to me. I'm gonna have to look for the psychotherapist's office. You can't go putting people's fingers just anywhere. I can't make this out. Such a promising label, but in fact, nothing interesting here. If there were a doorman in here, I'd definitely ask what he did with levels 2 and 1. Farther down is just the netherworld. I don't think there's any other level 3. Open up! I brought the pizza you ordered. That'll be 100 rubles. All right, 50. It doesn't open. So for now, we can only guess what it's hiding. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? It doesn't open. It's the ventilation room. Someone didn't want to be disturbed and tied a rope to the door handle from the other side. All we need is a mean dog on a chain. Such a progressive use for an office and such an antiquated lock. It's tied pretty tight, and the rope's very strong. It can't get through the crack. It won't let go. It's locked. Entrance for Terminators only. On the left or right? For some reason they didn't specify. You can't do anything here with your hands. You need a card. Let me on. I won't visit porn sites, I promise. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? You can't... Staff lounge. Bent and broken cards don't go in. We should hang a rag here so the window can be wiped after use. Meaning the most important one. And it's locked. You can't do anything here with your hands. You need a card. Neither here nor there. My guess is this is a fingerprint scanner, but it obviously doesn't know my finger. I'm gonna get rid of the finger. It thawed. It's gonna start stinking pretty soon. I bet they make these shades such sad colors so they don't distract you from your work. Half the log is filled with stuff like this. Such and such a key issued to so-and-so for such and such a time. Deadly. Too bad. All the rooms are taken. And besides that, there isn't a single living soul around. Is this some kind of gathering of ghosts? It's a more appropriate name for a morgue. If only they'd left some paper. You know, what you're supposed to push? Everyone relies on memory, like I once did. I've come across this Kabbalistic symbolism somewhere before. You know, somehow I didn't take the plasticine. Dead. If you turn it off, it'll be dark in here. I won't be able to see a thing. The shadow on the desk told me some weirdo'd hung a key under the lampshade. I'll take it. There's so many closed doors here, maybe it'll fit one. Oh, under the seal I pulled a little key out of the slit. And who am I supposed to get the keys from now? I don't see any locks at all. I don't think we're gonna have to use the axe. Damn, that's tight. Aha! Rats. It's just a piece of paper here. and take it to the chief doctor for his signature. How about we add, "For your watchfulness, you will be hung on the honor board." I wonder, did they hide the card like that? Or did someone just forget it here? A whole office inaccessible because of one lousy piece of metal. I mean, locking the office isn't enough for him. He had to add plasticine as well. I guess this card was pretty popular. You really mean you can get money with it? Doesn't fit, bastard. It's obviously not from here. No reaction. I haven't been in a library for quite a while. A.S. Goldenberg, Surgery for Dummies. Better to kick the bucket at home. I. M. Bernstein, Encyclopedia of Calluses, Volume 1. You should have slipped in a check for a nice round sum, readers. They probably already reported this. It's not working. I am an A.I. Bernstein, Encyclopedia of Calluses, Volume 2. R. F. Ajaja, Therapeutic Kama Sutra. And it's true for sick people. Arnold Braunschweiger, 1956, Muscles of Steel in 2 Years, Bodybuilding for Beginners. P.G. Tsibulnik, Handbook of Defects in Flat Keys. Riveting reading. R. F. Ajaja, Armageddon. Eyewitness accounts of the Millennium Bug. For beginning cyborgers. Health, health, and more health. Z.K. Uzurbayev, Blind versus Mute. Isolde Libidova. Moist desire. BG Userkin, Windows 2015 for users. A green light. That's good. The dear thing is open. I'd be happy to spend a couple of months with a babe from this calendar. Basic weapon. Nope, it's not in Jean's arms. It's in a deep décolleté. He caught someone. Didn't care. You think maybe this is where he rubbed them all out over his closet? It's always the same thing. Oh, fuck. That's how I decided. It's closed, naturally. What security got hidden there? And why didn't she write more specifically, with numbers, to stop other people worrying? The jewelry box is closed. A lovesick cardiologist must have registered. It's as empty as my stomach. I wonder what or who they make natural leather from. Hang on. There's a remote stuck in the crack between the back and the seat. Buttons marked regular brightness, regular volume, etc. First you have to tune it to something, as far as I remember. They don't understand each other. They're obviously from different manufacturers. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? up about magazine articles? Must be a pretty high-class piece of equipment. The Ninja's death-dealing fist versus the Medusa monster from outer space. 2 Oscars at least. Plot, and I'm not interested in watching. The same director shot disaster films like Dew and Falling Leaves. Makes my skin crawl. Better to do this with a cassette. It's not sure. It's strange. The television's indicating it's already turned on. Misleading indications. You get the feeling this receiver couldn't care less about a wall socket. Catch something somewhere else. If only they'd show the weather. No, better the time. Or even better, the date. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? They're broadcasting a show about the sea. I just hope we don't mess up the tuning. Where would we get a TV repairman? We want it alive again. They're broadcasting. I don't get it. Why this big blue lamp that looks so much like a TV? They're broadcasting a show about the sea. I just hope we don't... unfinished pictures on the walls. And what if it's an original? They could lock me up then. Oh, that's a forgery. A pro can tell with the unaided eye. Original not found. So, are you going to tell me where to look for it? No data. They don't have anything. No reaction whatsoever.
One message.
Yuri Stepanovich. Katzman's gone totally bonkers. We talked him into leaving, but he started firing at the door. Fortunately, he didn't hit anyone. He keeps talking about some monster. Should we call the police anyway?
End of message. No new messages.
The green light went on. I guess I must have set it on auto reception. Fax auto reception off. The green light went on. I guess I must have set it on auto reception. If I were a fax, we'd have a nice little chat. Fax you! I think it was used as an alternative ashtray, or maybe even a toilet, when the bathroom was busy. What a thought. Some nice old guy. Hippocrates, probably, or whatever his name is. Well, now. It doesn't look like I'm going to get my sick list signed. Bummer. The hand stopped. He's probably lying here to show off. It's like he's saying, I'm not just wearing my pants out. I've got medical training. Once when I was a kid, some doctor listened to me with this thing. And when he got distracted, I shouted into it. All in all, bad memories. That sadist prescribed castor oil for me. Carry around 3 extra kilos that only tell you the right time twice a day? Not me. But why? I've met so many people here and they all have the same diagnosis. It's artificial, but you wouldn't guess it right away. I wonder whether it required artificial water. The hands on this will have to be moved at least once a minute. This requires 2 live people, and 1 live person has to be a live doctor. Rubbed in several places, he abused his nurse calls. The shirt collar buttons are torn off, as if the doctor were suffocating. There's too much disenchantment in those glassy eyes of his for it to be a natural death. Should I unscrew it? Excuse me, old buddy. I'm gonna rummage around in your pockets. Someone's been here before me. There's nothing but a business card in the chest pocket. There's nothing more left. I don't much feel like hanging around in this room. It's kind of awkward taking it off a dead man. For who? This is someone else's business card, not mine. Rubbed in several places. What's with the inclinations? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Did the forester give his permission? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Where are the suspects supposed to shit? No receiver, which means it's a code lock, not a door phone. Oh, 5 screws on each side. They're such beasts. It's sort of an emergency exit. The doctors must rush to get here on payday. Sign, for special personnel only. I wonder whether I fall into that category. This one's closed too. When did they have the time to lock everything up? The light's on, but that's all that's happening. You get the feeling someone pushed a button on another floor out of spite. It's closed, naturally. I've had enough. And now I'm back on this side. My hands aren't sharp enough for screws. For some reason, it isn't making a peep or even blinking. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Any chance I'm... No way. It's a death grip. There seems to be a fire exit and a fire axe, but no harmony at all. I did it! The door opened! I wonder what you call scale collecting. Better leave it alone. It's not my trophy. Fortunately. This beer must ooze slime. On the other hand, you probably don't need fish with it. I wonder how many drops of nicotine you need for a grown-up mermaid. All kinds of viruses get into the computer right through this crack. To sprinkle on her head later as ashes? I don't remember if I'm a smoker. Usually they stick floppy disks into it, not fingers. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? What am I, a bum? Digging through the wastebasket. Though who the hell knows? Don't throw anything out for me yet. It's empty. Must be break time. Sure is worn. One for all. Right? There must be some useless piece of steel in that pocket. As I see it, it's better not to privatize anything from these guys. Hey, I just hope I don't get dirty, even without that. A flashlight. That'll come in handy. Darkness in a place like this would really upset me. I guess it works off 2 batteries. It's not on. Doesn't work anyway. What? Are they making coffins here? Looks like they didn't waste any time. I don't feel like risking my health. What I don't get is this a hospital or a factory? I never dreamed I'd have a job making holes. You get the feeling they weren't about to let the cleaning lady in here? Well, well, what do we have here? A sweet little safe. And damn heavy. I can't get it off the floor. Size really doesn't matter. Use an axe on a safe? That's funny. A vice is such a useful thing, especially in a hospital. The surgeon's irreplaceable instrument. If I get something caught in a vice, I have to wonder about the prospects for my own fate. You know, you do run into anesthesiologists without any sense of humor. I drag around enough junk as it is. I'm not taking that hammer, too. I'll do it later when I need to blow off some steam. I'll level everything to the fucking ground. That'd loosen even James Bond's tongue. Or Rambo's. All I need is to go around with a soldering iron like a fool. You still can't stop up all the holes. Still perfectly good. I'll just grab the screwdriver. An ingenious tool for all times and nations. It's a paradox, but poking a screwdriver into your ear disables the adjacent sound equipment. What's with this habit of yours? Unscrewing everything that's not screwed down tight. What's with this habit of yours? Unscrewing everything that's not screwed down tight. What I don't get is this a hospital or a factory? It's smudged with something sticky. Let's say it's grease. Look, a magnet can even find iron through paper. I'm taking this horseshoe for luck. No. And what if it isn't grease? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? I wonder whether there are magnets that are all red or all blue. You can't pick up everything with a magnet. You can't pick up everything with a magnet. You're not gonna believe this. I had to turn it 5 times before the door opened. Who are these people? Safe's ever been opened, or whether all these documents were stuck to it for a hobby. No, I don't have an anti-tank grenade launcher. It'll take a few years at least. guess they were taping this interesting movie, too. Inside, besides the shards of glass and charred electronic parts, it's all splattered with blood. Looks like someone cracked his head open here. Those monitors really aren't safe. Video cassette under the lid. A little scratched, that's all. I guess they were taping this interesting movie, too. And now it's garbage ready. The label says SD for official use. Registration number 003. When replacing, erase twice. Damn. I was expecting a label like Hot Beach Babes Part 2. Without a VCR, all I can do is look at the plastic case and roll the tape between my fingers. You know, this is just idiocy. Entrance for Terminators only. It's stupid, of course, but still. Hey, this key is magnetized too. A very simple key without any distinguishing marks of any kind. Not from here at all, or not quite coming here. Hey, the box. And the box has only one circuit breaker. This one's whole, I think, for now. I worry about taking precautions in advance. A handy little screwdriver. I get the feeling this receiver couldn't care less about a wall socket than to catch something somewhere else. The ether is silent. I get that. 1.5 volts per square meter. You know, I'm really not electronic. Doesn't fit here, lengthwise or crosswise. The right caliber, I guess. I guess it works off 2 batteries. Doesn't work anyway. They shot some kind of nonsense. Either they forgot to turn on the light while they were shooting, or else I stuck the cassette in the wrong way. They shot some kind of nonsense. Either they forgot to turn on the light while they were shooting, I stuck to this. They're broadcasting a show about the sea. A very simple Christmas tree pattern. Looks like an ordinary mechanical lock. True, in that darkness, it's very hard to see. Am I gonna have to remember the Pythagorean theorem to open it? There's a little key hidden here. Hey, it's old and banal, but I don't care. I don't see any nuances at all. A round hat, a blue sky, a world full of shit. Definitely not from here. Something's dried up on the bottom. Looks like coffee. It's an ordinary mug, light and convenient. There's a key under the mug. It's light too. A key like that's gonna put a hole in any pocket with its pointy end. It fits, just not here. What do they do with everyone they got from there? That's all? What, did I come here to read? This is an epitaph, not a dossier. I hope we can get enough money for personal items. Was I actually a journalist? That's kind of hard to believe. The ink must have dried up by now. What should I write about? It hurt, sure, but it's still a little soon. It's a paradox, but poking a screwdriver into your ear disables the adjacent sound equipment. Done by a professional bear hunter. Even an instrument as magnificent as this isn't omnipotent. clever guy. They're linked by one thing, the label, Russian Trust Vodka. You can't see everything from here. I'm not likely to be able to deliver them. I'll take this too. better use it the way you're supposed to. Still, it's come in handy me taking that screwdriver along. Someone took out the circuit breaker in advance. I don't like all this. The sound and act of explosion. Kaboom! Big time! Any chance I'm a woodcutter? This is a good place for him. Now we have order here. I'm a genius! No receiver, which means it's a code lock, not a door phone. Well, here I am, one floor down. That's an awful lot of agony for moving a couple of meters. Reanimation room. I guess it's not locked. True, who would come here of his own free will? Only a total cretin. Oh, those hospital workers. They trusted someone to guard the patients, but didn't teach him to use the elevator. Heavy. They must have added a couple extra bulletproof vests. Take a break, soldier. Pushed all the way in. Why be so nervous? It's not gonna make it go any faster. It got stuck and won't move this way or that. I'm pushing, but I'm not seeing or hearing any response. What, are they about to say that an ordinary guy, a guy like me, is free? What, are they about to say that an ID would do more good here than fingers? This is someone else's business card, not mine. Do I have any other choices? Total darkness. I can't do anything here without a light. I've had my fill of bad experiences groping around. If the door's locked, we need a key. I don't remember whose idea that was. What if someone's looking through the peephole from the other side? They might take offense. Looks like there must have been some pretty bad stealing going on at this clinic. All the doors are bolted. I'm going to cut myself off something extra. I guess I'm not going to be running across any other fluids here. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? I'm ripping up the sheet. Another victim of a botched operation. There's a scalpel handle poking out of the poor guy's neck. I may be wrong, but I think the appendix is a little lower. There's a scalpel handle. Somehow, I can't bring myself to like these doctors. Somehow, I can't bring myself to like these doctors. A little more, and the head's going to fall on the floor. Do an autopsy and find out what he was being treated for. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Ugh, it's disgusting, sure, but what am I supposed to do with it? Stainless steel, no doubt about it. Oh no, you barely touched it and blood started dripping. Is today really Friday the 13th? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? I don't like cleaning up after other people. Still, what nervous patience we get sometimes. Yeah, it's blood. Her blood. Oh, a dead princess. Only you're not likely to bring her back to life with a kiss. A dead princess. Only you're not... Whoa, you have to get a grip on yourself. Jacket's too short was probably the reason for the high pressure among the local patients. Hey, this is some kind of necro-striptease. Hey, this is some kind of necro-striptease. I bet half the hospital once envied this little key. There can't have been nearly as many blind people here, though. What pretty hair they spoiled. I was too late with the first aid. Jacket's too short was probably the reason for the high... Jacket's too short was probably the reason for the high pressure among the local patients. I can't imagine a situation where this would come in handy. It looks to be empty. It's bulging with something heavy. What have we here? Honest to God, handcuffs! They must have had to restrain some of the patients to give them their shot. Some of them may even have liked it. Damn masochists. What have we here? Honest to God. Here, a condom in its wrapper. A dame who takes precautions. Oh well, I'll be cautious too. Completely empty. I wonder, is this his name or the doctor's position? There's a lipstick in the pocket. I'm going to hope that when my memory comes back, I don't turn out to be someone who might need it. There's a lipstick in the pocket. Ugh, not cold yet. I was too late with the first aid. This question may be a little out of line, but what are you doing tonight? Excuse me, nurse. I'm borrowing the key for a while. I have nothing to do with them. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Oh, she's no feminist. No feminist at all. Is today really Friday? Is today really completely empty? I wonder whose heart it was that earned such an honor. This doesn't belong here. Label on package. 3 extra ticklers. Glow in the dark. Shrimp flavor. Ugh. The time hasn't come yet. I think it's time I got treatment, especially since I'm already in the hospital. Is today really Friday the 13th? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? I think it's time I got treatment, especially since I'm already in the hospital. What a face! Could that awful unshaven guy really be me? No point raging at a mirror. Is today really Friday the 13th? I think changing washers isn't the most important thing in this building right now. See any other use for it. There's about half a liter here. If this thing breaks, on top of all the other fucking disasters I've raked in, I'm gonna be wet as well. And why is he here? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? And why is he here? Have to add flush and go. This is obviously some kind of expensive hospital. Or was. Whoever comes looking for it is gonna curse me. It opens easily. Contains a user's manual with pictures and safety measures. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Why is he here? I barely reached the rope, but the scalpel's so sharp. That was enough. The way's clear. The fact that the fan's stubborn, I can see that. I'm moving the knife switch from one position to the other. Not that the fan can hear it. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Why is he here? That's how they do it. So why do they need to keep the morgue going then? Chopped up barbarously. On the other side, unfortunately. Who leaves electricity exposed? What if it rains? You just have to believe in yourself and keep moving forward, like Indiana Jones. True, if they can find me after this, they're not likely to recognize 80 kilos of ground meat. Hocus pocus. I'm here, but my handles are a floor down. I don't much care for these kinds of tricks. To get those pieces of wire in your tooth, you first have to get over to the other side. There's a teeny-weeny obstacle between me and the shield. The man-eating fan. He won't even choke. Some paranoid's already done the work for me. Actually, that paranoid might as well be me right now. A fire axe isn't a tomahawk, and I'm no Chingachgook. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? And why is he here? Why is he? Oh, let's recall our youth. The fan's turned off, but my ears are still ringing. It would be very risky to use this condom for its intended purpose now. This rubber isn't going to help anyone anymore. The blades are pretty sharp to the touch. It's too late, Doctor. You don't wave axes around after a fight. Stepping cautiously over the blades, I cross to the other side and open the door. Well, here's one more. Damn, and the smell. I guess the poor guy put the gun in his own mouth and played Russian roulette. The prize sector. The pupils don't react to light. Maybe because his brain is on the wall? Mouth's open. The bullet passed right through and carried away half his skull. What am I, a forensic scientist? If it weren't for the blood, I'd already know who it was. If it weren't for the blood, I'd already know who it was. That's enough of him now. So, let's wipe it on the jacket. So this is, in fact, Katzman. It's nasty, but we're gonna have to remove the weapon. I'll squeeze open his stiff fingers and wipe the gun with the corner of his jacket. He doesn't look anything like that guy who ventilated his own head. Playing Russian roulette by yourself is pretty tough. Well, in what way wasn't Captain? Only as a hammer. Only as a hammer. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? But the box just opened. Here it is, just her size. I swear I don't know what it's for. I swear I don't know what it's for. I can discredit myself. Push the button. It buzzes. Oh, enough already. That's all I need. Somebody catch me here over this. Shave it off a little? Just look and see what's inside. A battery. I swear I don't know what it's for. Not even Viagra's gonna help him now. It works! It works! It works! You know, I'm really not electronic. Where's the plus and minus here? Finally, it's on. Shines pretty bright. I guess it works off 2 batteries. Finally, it's on. Shines pretty bright. Seems like it's pretty light here as it is. Do I have any other choices? It's okay with light, but it's even better with power. I hope my little jacket survived. That means these are our boys from the legendary SD. And why didn't you survive, Superman? The unfortunate little jacket. The unfortunate little jacket. Let's rummage in their pockets. A handful of fuses, all burned out. They're no use to me. So, what else do we have? A box of bullets. Empty. A disposable lighter. Empty. It's a wastebasket, not a jacket. A great big key. I'll keep this just in case. Nothing there but sunflower seeds. At one time, I was armed, and very dangerous to myself. Traces of dried foam near the mouth. He didn't lose his fight for life easily. And what did he lose it for? The shirt was all burned up under the contacts. It had to be some kind of portable electric chair. The specialists gave up here. I sure don't feel like getting charred here, too, just to keep them company. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Any chance I'm a... Ooh, I'm just a nurse. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Only as a hammer. Only as a hammer. Listen, friend, do you know where the toilet is? What's he hiding there? I overcome my revulsion and bend back the fingers one by one. Ah, there's a cartridge clip. There's nothing. What's he hiding there? Looks like it came from a gun. The bullets are about 9mm. Wrong system. Wrong system. It's loaded. The caliber is a little small, but it was enough for the last owner. I've never been lucky at Russian roulette. What keeps spinning around in my head is, use weapon only in case of emergency. Where's that from? What keeps spinning around in my head is, use weapon... Any chance I'm a woodcutter? What keeps spinning around in my head is, any chance I'm a woodcutter? Giorni di Bandone, Day of Judgment. It's just like a travel brochure. Thanks for the warning. Did they show that to this guy? As usual, at least 5 turns. 1, 2, 3. And all this monster had inside was a little floppy disk. I wonder why they didn't write underneath, "Viruses keep out." Take it easy. Floppy disks are unreliable. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Let's see what we have here. The printer beeped, blinked all its lights, and spat out a piece of paper. I'm gonna commit harikiri on this super lasertron with my axe. The whole page is covered with hieroglyphics. Multi-language. Ha! — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — 1, 2, 3. — didn't realize this was an emergency. No, I'm gonna make things really bad right away. The elevator's been unstopped. We can go. It got stuck and won't move this way or that. I'm supposed to press this? You need to pay more attention. What floor am I on now? It got stuck. Today's a day off, naturally. I'm not a bulldozer. This obviously wasn't put together for me. I guess a pipe burst. The passage is blocked by hot water gushing out of a crack in the pipe. The only way you can get through here is cooked. The fat man flopped his entire bulk down on the rug. The body's badly swollen. Evidently because of all the humidity. Some really big guy stuck his head through the window. Doesn't look like they ever finished filling out his card. A heart attack got him in that position. You can't even budge it. The fat man's body's pinned the rug to the floor. Can't budge him. The head's stuck. This Godzilla's gotta be over 400 pounds. Any chance it's gonna take me more than a day to cut this carcass up. I'm not just tired, I'm working myself up to a nervous breakdown, too. Okay. Hands behind your head and slowly move away from the window. Are you deaf or something? I always dreamed of opening a door like that. I'm no master Kavash, of course, but there isn't any choice. Someone cynically pulled a plastic bag over the poor guy's head. A terrible death. neck's swollen. Won't budge a millimeter. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? What keeps spinning around in my head is, use weapon only in case of emergency. Where's that from? The crooked rug spoils the whole setting here. The head's missing. That's enough dancing with him. It's gonna take me more than a day to cut this. Is there a silver bullet in the cartridge clip? What keeps spinning around in my head, now that the big guy isn't in the way, I'll try to move him a little. Just so there aren't any passwords here. I'll try to open it. If there's an underground passage, I'm getting the hell out of here. Hey, look, the plumber's gonna have to claim his territory. There's an opening for a key, but do I have the key for the opening? This must be the way out of this damned hospital. Closed again. Who could have doubted it? I'd really like to get out of here as quickly as possible, but wishing won't make it happen. There's a very thick piece of steel here. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? What keeps spinning around in my head is, use weapon only in case of emergency. Where's that from? Here we have yet another mermaid. Figure's not bad, huh? Shut off again? So, it's up to me to strain my erudition. Shut up. Here we have yet another mermaid. Rust's not gonna be a problem for him. Rust's not gonna... Rub your back, cutie? No matter in what order I turn the handles, all I get is cold water. Those snakes shut off the hot again. Well, you know, she found me a little late. As usual, life-saving came much too late for the people drowning. There may be problems with the fisheries department. Any chance I'm a woodcutter? Any chance I'm a woodcutter? What keeps spinning around in my head is, use weapon only in case of emergency. Where's that from? It belonged to that nudist in the tub, the Adidas company. Somehow, I don't think that's the way it's written. All right, I'll take it with me, and when I get the chance, I'll give it to some hot mademoiselle. True, for a dress like that, I'm looking at a good slap in the face. Yeah, they're a size 36 maximum. With my usual movement, I put my hand in the pocket and take out another key. Fine, at least without the W. Not from here. It doesn't take this inside. supposed to make of all this?
What were you doing in the hospital last night?
Thing is, I was in the hospital for treatment, and they only just discharged me.
And what were you being treated for, if it's not a secret? It wouldn't happen to be for alcoholism?
Of course not. For, what's it called? For severe respiratory disease. By the way, you should stand back. There's still some chance I'm contagious.
And that's why they discharged you at night? So you wouldn't infect people? It's all pretty suspicious.
I work in the hospital as an orderly. My shift just ended.
Did it end up being a hard day?
Don't you know it? 4 very difficult operations. I'm tired, and I want to get home as soon as I can.
What? Orderlies are taking part in operations now? I think you're bullshitting me, fella.
The thing is, I was visiting my favorite aunt, and I brought her a parcel.
Looks like you forgot to leave it there. I'm talking about your bag.
Oh, this? Yeah, this is the fruit I brought. But it turns out my aunt can't have it. She's allergic to it.
Isn't it a little late for visits?
What do you care? I'll come and go as I please.
Being rude to an officer, carrying out his duties. Show me your ID papers, wise guy.
Wouldn't you know it? I left them at home today. I was late for work, and the patients can't wait for me. You understand?
Now this is very bad. An emergency's been declared in the city, and every law-abiding citizen is obliged to carry his ID papers. Or aren't you a law-abiding citizen?
My name is Sergei Sergeyevich Belov.
And how can you prove that?
The name's written on the first page of my notebook.
In the entry of my building, some bastard's been writing a 4-letter word on my mailbox. That doesn't mean when I open the box, that's what I'm gonna find there.
My name's Katzman. Here's my work ID.
I see. So, Dr. Katzman, Chief of Pathology. Why is there a completely different face in the photo?
Oh, it's just that I was still young in the photo. And I was kind of hung over when they took the picture.
There are traces of blood on the ID. Okay, let's quit the comedy act. Sergeant, check what he has in the bag.
This is a violation of my human rights, you know.
Face the wall, buddy. Captain, he swiped a microscope from the hospital.
I didn't swipe anything. I just didn't finish my research, and I borrowed the instrument for a while.
Hey, there's a whole arsenal in here. Scalpel, axe. Holy shit, a gun!
How are you going to explain this, citizen? Sergeant, arrest him. Take him to the station, Sergeant. And we'll take a look at what's happening in the hospital.
No matter what you see there, don't draw any hasty conclusions.